Well, Sheriff Rick, that's right. The Justice Department has been investigating whether former President Trump took classified documents from the White House and stored them at Mar-a-Lago. Now, Mr. Trump has blasted the FBI search of his Florida home and office Monday as politically motivated. Well, now the Attorney General is attempting to make that search warrant public.
I personally approved the decision to seek a search warrant in this matter.
In a rare public announcement, Attorney General Merrick Garland breaking his silence on the Monday search of former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate.
The department does not take such a decision lightly. Where possible, it is standard practice to seek less intrusive means as an alternative to a search and to narrowly scope any search that is undertaken.
Garland attempting to make more details about the search public.
The search warrant was authorized by a federal court upon the required finding of probable cause.
Revealing the Justice Department filed this motion Thursday, asking a Florida court to unseal the search warrant and an itemized list of what was seized by the FBI. A move that comes after Trump and his allies publicly criticized the Justice Department over the search and demanded more transparency. Now Trump has a decision to make.
Will the president and his team object to unsealing the search warrant and the evidence recovered?
It doesn't appear at this time like we would object, but the court has ordered the Department of Justice to coordinate with us and to work on, how that release would take place and what that would look like.
The search is reportedly in connection to a federal criminal investigation into the former president's potential mishandling of classified national security documents after leaving office. The Washington Post reporting tonight, the FBI searched Trump's home to look for nuclear documents and other items. On Trump's social media platform, Truth Social, Mr. Trump writing, "My attorneys and representatives were cooperating fully and very good relationships had been established. The government could have had whatever they wanted if we had it." Garland also addressing attacks on the FBI, some of which have recently come from Republican lawmakers.
I will not stand by silently when their integrity is unfairly attacked.
The Attorney General's comments coming on the same day a man armed with an assault rifle attempted to break into an FBI field office in Cincinnati, Ohio. The suspect, identified as Ricky Schiffer, was later killed by police after firing on them during an hours-long standoff. Schiffer apparently left numerous posts on Truth Social, indicating his actions were a response to the FBI's search of Trump's Florida home. The judge in the case has given former President Trump until 3 p.m. tomorrow to decide whether to make that search warrant public or attempt to keep it secret. Mr. Trump writing on his social media platform tonight that he is encouraging the immediate release of those documents. I'll send it back to you guys.
All right.